Hi.
Welcome back to But Is It a Crisis? I'm Natalie.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Amanda.
Also Amanda.
Also Amanda, that's right.
You're also Amanda. And I realized we did not introduce ourselves last time.
I mean,
We just
because they
started
should know us by
talking.
now, though.
Right.
Right.
You have
I'm
to remember those
sick,
things.
so I sound like
Right.
this. I'm from the last episode 2 weeks ago. I was still carrying this cold.
You know what? We also have to start telling people to subscribe, to like and subscribe,
Yes.
because that's like a thing that people need to be reminded of, because they'll forget. They'll just listen to the thing and then they won't subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button now.
Like
And
us.
like people,
Right.
obviously,
More of
and then
us.
heart emojis and the I love you signs.
All
we'll
the
take it
things,
all.
right?
All the things.
Right.
Well, this week we will be talking about something that we don't acknowledge as much as we should. And I think that we've all experienced it at one point or another in our lives to different degrees. But that is friendship breakups and how they impact us and how they affect us, and how sometimes we don't give it space to be what it is, which is a loss, and mourn it and grieve it as much as we do romantic breakups. So I want to talk about that and
Okay.
discuss, is it a crisis when we do lose a friendship?
I think so.
I
mean,
it depends. Yeah, I mean, because if you're talking about a friendship, I'm thinking a major friendship, right? Like I have one in particular that's coming to mind, and yeah, it does actually suck, because especially if you grow up with this person and you just stop keeping in contact, like it is a huge loss.
and I feel like we choose our friends much more, I don't want to say intentionally, but I feel like our friends tend to be much more aligned with our personality, and there's a sort of addition that they give to your life that can leave a huge hole. Like there are things that your friends give you that you don't necessarily require of a romantic partner, because the romantic partner is like the sex and the love and the exciting things, and so they might not exactly be completely compatible to your personality, and so you get those other things from your friends,
them.
right? And so when you lose a friend, I feel like it's sometimes the more critical things that you needed outside of your main romantic relationship.
Right.
Especially if you're older, because that's different when you're young.
And that's kind of where I want to go with this, is that there are typically two losses, right, in any type of relationship. Well, there's a few, but two typical ways that relationships end. Either you naturally drift apart, or there's a big breakup, right? So I want to talk a little bit about the difference between both and how they are equally as painful to go through. But I notice it more so as we get older and we do have our lives and we do have our kids and we do have our careers and we do have all of these things, that our circle does start get smaller. The group chats that we were once in get really quiet. You stop seeing those friends that you used to see every weekend when it was all about like fun and parties and get-togethers, and you just naturally drift apart. And in some ways, it's harder to grieve those losses because there wasn't an end. It just kind of like faded. But it's no longer part of your routine or your everyday, or you naturally reach out to that person consistently because they're just part of your life. And then one day you just wake up and you're like, oh my God, I haven't spoken to them in so long. What happened? And then you question yourself, did I schedule time? Going back to the last episode, was I intentional about scheduling time with this
Did I make
person?
them feel that they're important, right?
Right. Was it just because it was convenient, because we worked together, or we lived close by, or we shared, certain similarities in our life? So what do you think happens when that natural drift starts to occur? Do you think that it's our doing? It's like a two-way thing?
It's definitely a mutual thing. I think it is like how you mentioned, like first off, we used to work together. We sat next to each other. I wouldn't talk to her every day. Like it was very, but now it's very drifted. But you have to make sure you're intentional. Because those people do meet new people at the new job, and you do get replaced. So if you're not meeting up with them, then yeah, you're definitely going to lose them because someone else is taking time, right? Like we do spend the same amount of time either with someone different, or that person.
Oh, that's why I'm not allowed to have other friends, huh?
Right? No, you don't have that much time left. You're already pretty
I'm
booked.
not allowed.
You don't,
She's like, you get replaced, and you're not replacing me.
yeah.
People ask me all the
I'm
time
only
if I
here because I was here first.
exactly. People ask me all the time if I still talk to you, as if like you leaving the company it means that I wouldn't talk to you anymore. I'm like, yeah, I talk to you all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, all the time for me, but not as often as we do when we work together.
right.
Well, actually,
No,
anyways,
yeah.
yeah.
I still talk to you.
No, I was gonna say like our roles changed, so we weren't talking to each other as much for work anymore for
No,
years.
well, I try to.
Right? Yeah.
When you made it
I
adamant, like
refuse.
I'm in that position anymore,
Right.
and I'm like, can you really just find it for me pretty quick?
For me, most of my relationship breakups have been ghostings. I was being ghosted before that was like an internet
an actual
thing,
term.
right? And it hasn't happened to me more as I've gotten older. It's actually happened throughout my life at different phases because I had kids very young. And so when I had my son at 19, that changed my dynamic
Oh,
with a
yeah.
lot of my high school friends.
I was out drinking.
Right. They were out having a young life, which, makes sense. And
Mhm.
I was being a young
mom.
mom, and there isn't, there
It's very
they're
hard.
very different
Yeah. Oh my
lives.
gosh. Yes. You're over there nursing or feeding a baby and they're drinking. Yeah, you can't. It's the whole dynamics change.
Yeah.
So that's
Right. And it wasn't even that I couldn't, like I didn't want to.
No.
That wasn't I that was never who I was anyways.
Oh.
But the thing is that I didn't want it to just be the end of my friendships. Like there would be years that would pass and I wouldn't see them or be invited to things. And I think that they kind of thought of it that way of like, oh, what she
She's a
can't come
mom,
because of the
yeah,
baby and all this stuff. And I'm like, but if you invite me, I
I
can
can
like, get a babysitter.
Right. I can
I
still
go.
come.
I can come.
Yeah.
Forget about me.
But
See, it's funny because it happened to you at 19. It happened to me at 30. I got pregnant at 30 and I stopped getting invited to things. People stopped, asking me to go places. Obviously, my life changed
Right.
because, I wasn't the person anymore. But I did go through that as well.
I like a brunch.
right. I love day drinking. And go to bed like normal.
Right.
But do you think that social media actually has an effect with this?
I think that communication became easier and
Well-
much more accessible, but we were less intentional
Yeah.
about keeping communication because it's so easy. Oh, I can just scroll
Yeah.
and
Oh,
see
her
what she
son,
did this weekend.
yeah.
It doesn't prompt us to actually ask the person.
Right.
Like, oh, she had a great weekend. I saw it on social media. So it's kind of like that double-edged sword. It's like, I feel involved in your life, but I'm not
Yeah.
involved in your life.
Right.
So that,
right.
yes, exactly. So I feel like that, especially within, I see all the people doing all the things I do. Like, I feel like
Right.
I'll see you or people will see me and be like, hey, how was that trip? And I'll be like, oh, it was
Right.
actually really good.
Right.
But yeah, it is social media. It makes you feel like you're still connected.
Yeah.
It does.
And that's probably what's happening to the younger generation because they'll sit next to each other and not even talk. But
Right.
is it because they're
But I think the flip side of that is that you end up feeling connected to people that you probably never would have talked to again
Yeah.
or had anything to do with again.
but
Like,
it's nice to see
it is
them,
nice. Like I have
Oh,
people
good
from high
job.
school or old jobs or all that stuff that like I won't ever see again. But I know how many kids they have. I know
Mhm.
where they went on vacation. I know.
Oh my God.
They're
Graduation season now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he's got so
I know.
I
Don't
know.
know this kid.
I know.
But I'm like, oh my
You
God.
Never
told them
met
the
him.
whole life.
Yeah.
Never
Like,
met him.
congratulations, man.
Like, oh my
Good
God, he
job.
graduated high school?
Yes.
Yes.
That happened to me with Jasmine's kids.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
like, how are they
Wow.
adults?
Yeah.
I never met him in my life.
I know. It's pretty cool, though. It is pretty cool. Now, when the natural drift occurs, do you think that it is okay to just accept that it expired?
It's hard.
Do you feel like when you notice that happening, is it a conversation that we should be more intentional about having? Like, hey, I feel like we've grown apart, like we do in romantic relationships. When you have a romantic partner and you haven't spoken in a while in a deep, meaningful conversation, or you haven't spent time together, you have that conversation like, hey, we haven't been talking as much, or we haven't gone on a date in a while. We don't do that with friends.
Right. I have had, coincidentally, some friends that were really close to me at certain points in my life who relocated. And I feel like because it happened when I was very young, I wasn't intentional about saying like, I'm going to come see you. You're going to come see me. You know, you're very young. You don't have money. Social media
Right.
wasn't big back then.
No, it's
So
harder.
there are people who like knew all my secrets that they're strangers to me now.
Mhm.
And that feels really sad. Like I wish that that could have been different. And I think it's really hard to recapture that because I've thought about that. But um but in that sense, it can be okay because you know it's what happened. Now today, because the people that are in my life matter so much and I'm so intentional today
Mhm.
that like you go somewhere, I'm showing, if you stop talking to me, I'm showing up at your house. Like
Mhm.
you're gonna explain to me why you're not talking, and then if
Yeah.
you really don't want to have anything to do with me, that's okay. But the people that I love today, because I've gone through those seasons and I've learned those lessons, it's like we're writing this out.
Mhm.
And if you
Yeah.
don't want to, then
Tough.
you better have a good damn
Yeah,
reason.
no, or like the meme where like he's breaking up with her or she's breaking up with him. He's like, no, eat a Snickers. Like, you know what I mean? No, no,
Right,
no, I don't want to
right,
break up. We're still
right,
friends. Like,
right,
yeah, I get
right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
That
There
makes
was
sense.
actually and I'm you guys know this, but I watch social media and I cry for strangers all the time. But there was this one specifically that the woman had just had a baby and was going through postpartum, and she blocked her friends. Like she blocked her whole group of friends. The group of friends was like absolutely
Nah.
not. Showed up to her house with a boombox. It was like 80s style music, and they were playing. I think it was Keisha Cole, Love, and they were all singing to
Oh my
her, and they
God.
were like, no, you
I
are
would have
not gonna
cried.
go through this alone. And they like
Yeah.
literally like stalked her,
That's amazing.
broke into her house,
Oh
and
my
was
God.
like, no. They were like carrying her baby. Like it was such a
Yeah.
cute thing. And it's almost like at
So
least
rare.
you know, yes.
Well, I think women come together when people, especially if you already have a baby. I feel like now, oh no, you're probably
Yeah.
right. No.
But the thing is that it's very easy to say, well, I'm done with her.
Right,
Like,
she didn't
how
text me
dare,
back.
ego, pride gets in the way.
Mhm.
It's like, she didn't text me. She doesn't want me there. Like,
Mhm.
I'm done with her.
Mhm.
They were like, no,
Mhm.
no, you need us.
Mhm.
And that takes a whole other level of like caring about someone outside of yourself, getting out of your own ego to be like, no, she's going through something. This isn't about me. It's about her.
Right.
Well, that happened. I feel, but again, so speaking of my experience with one of my closest friends was having an experience. She didn't even tell me. I heard and I went there, right? But again, it's awkward because do you want them to be alone? Do you want to be there? I think it's always pride.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's also like life will teach you lessons in how the shit don't matter.
Mhm.
Like if I have, back to what you were saying, is it okay to let it happen? If I have substantially changed or your life has substantially changed in a way where this doesn't make emotional sense for you anymore, I want you to have all the people in your life that make you feel good about yourself, about your life, that you want in your circle. And if I'm not a part of that, then I understand. Like I want you to be happy no matter what. However, if it is some superficial bullshit that, you know, if you had to explain it 5 years from now, you would feel stupid about it.
Right.
Right. Like, man, again,
I lost.
I don't know if this is the only lifetime that I get with the people that I love. And so, in that way,
Mhm.
I want to be with those people. If these are
Mhm.
all the minutes I get with you, I want all of my minutes with you.
Mhm.
And I want everybody who's in my life to feel that way about me. And that's why I say, like, it's okay to let it go, but not for something dumb.
Right.
Like, and if you know it's somebody else's ego, you can get drawn into that.
Mhm.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that happened with a friend of ours, and I was like, this was silly. But I can say today that I did not just pretend like I didn't see what was happening. Like I could have played stupid and just been like, oh, I didn't realize that we weren't friends anymore. I'm befriending you and I'm going to like all your stuff. And I'm going to force you to either act normal with me again or respond to me. Because that happened to me recently with somebody that I knew that they were upset for something silly. And I just kept liking all their stuff.
Yeah.
I just kept like they were ignoring me. This is somebody who would always interact with my stuff. I just kept liking all of their stuff, writing my comment like I normally would. Like I'm ignoring whatever you have,
Right.
whatever you're.
Like, get over it.
And then they finally laughed at one of my things. And I'm
Good.
like, okay, we're fine now.
Yes. Okay.
Now,
I'm gonna love you forever. That's it. You
Well,
don't get a choice.
is that okay? Is that passive aggressive, or is it
when you're in sales,
not
nothing's passive aggressive.
yeah, well, that's the thing is
I'll be
like,
like,
are
"Bye."
some friendships transactional, like that are, you don't go deep. It's more superficial.
But those are my real friends. Those are people that I guess I like acquaintances. Like, if you know me, I'm gonna tell you. There's no boundaries, right? Like, I'm gonna tell you about my sex life, about my kids. I'm gonna fucking, all the things. I can't be like that if we're not. If I can't be me, then we can't be friends.
Right.
Right.
But again, it's not so much about like I'm trying to force you to do anything other than like say whatever the thing is.
Mhm.
If you really don't want to be, if it's that deep and you really don't want to be friends anymore, or you don't want to have me in your life anymore, then let's say those things to each other,
Right.
and then let's walk away, and that's okay. But to like just pretend like I don't know that you are being passive aggressive and let it just drift away to where we never speak again just feels infinitely sad. Like if all the things that we did with each other for however many years we were in each other's lives were real at all, then I should be able to have a conversation with you.
Right.
Like, why not?
Right.
This isn't,
And I think
Bumble
that's
and Bumble. No, Bumble. It's just one Bumble. That's the dating app.
Bumble.
This isn't Hinge. Like, don't just disappear.
Although that should be a thing. It is a thing. Hinge for friends, right? But I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know. I did plenty of fish for my first time. Living
Not
my
those,
best life.
not those kinds of friends.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
but I shaved.
those kind of friends. Okay, so that's the natural drift. Now,
Do you feel like it's okay to just let it?
No, because I have let it.
Uh-huh.
Just okay, I don't talk to that person anymore. And I care about my friends more so, like we had this conversation in our last episode. My friends are more my family than my family. So I still am healing from some losses that I didn't get closure from because it was, oh, she doesn't want me in her life anymore. Okay. And I pretended that it wasn't as big of a loss as it is. And recently, working through things, it resurfaced and I'm going through the motions of the grieving process. And I wish it wouldn't have ended that way because I have questions. What did I do? Did I not do enough of something? Did I not see the signs? Did you put out signs? Was it something that I did or said that bothered you? Did I not make you feel important enough? What was it? Did we just drift apart? Was I not the same person that I was when we became friends?
Well, if you're talking about a circumstance, that was a very odd circumstance, right? So I don't think that's a normal circumstance people go through. Like I've never really been right like that close with somebody and then all of a sudden not, right? Like I just I've gone through seasons, I guess, with Tiffany and stuff, but that was a deep friend. I think it's good because I was reading a book, Forgive What You Can't Forget, right? Like it is part, you do have to grieve, you have to, you have to heal from it, but all those questions you're asking, you have to just like forget, right? Like something happened and you do have to grieve it and get over it. Like, it was an odd circumstance and then I don't think it was your fault at all.
But I think
there could be. There could be.
I think everything was fine.
That's the thing. I don't know.
We're all human, and however you're receiving something isn't necessarily how my intention is for you to receive it. So there could be feelings about all kinds of things. But I think that doing it from a distance of time makes it harder and weirder and like I would take that knowledge, like the knowledge that I have now about those things, I would take that into my next relationships. I don't know if I'm calling somebody from however many years ago and being like,
hey,
yeah,
what's your problem?
Right. Because
what did I do? I don't.
Because we're not close at this point. And so that feels then like intrusive. Whereas today, like if you just stopped talking to me, I'd be like, What the hell's wrong with you?
Right. Knock, knock.
Right. We're
Right,
at the door. You said a boom box. How big does the boom box need to be? Like,
Right.
would you like me
the bigger
singing?
the better, you
Right.
know
Oh,
me.
she
You
can
wanna-
sing and I'll back up dance. Like, we
Right.
come in, but
Exactly.
that's what I think you do for true friends. I
Right.
think that's a difference of being true and superficial. What you perceive
Now,
as true.
So I experienced two friendship losses in a short amount of time. One was just it was the weirdest thing. Like we just stopped talking.
A ghosting.
And the other one was a fight, basically like an
Like a
argument,
blowout,
a
right,
big
okay.
blow up type of loss.
And
Um,
what do you feel more comfortable with?
neither one.
Really?
But I do think that the one that was like more of a ghosting situation, this is someone that I've known since I was 8 years old. You know, this is a person that was there through every phase of my life, and not having them is hard.
And especially when they're having a new phase of their life, right?
That I know nothing about, you know, and this is someone that I
You
pictured.
waited for.
Right.
Yeah.
And I pictured having, her in my son's life. And like, never did I imagine that she wouldn't be part of my life. But, I respect whatever she felt she needed to do. And again, I don't know what I did or didn't do. The big blow up was a different kind of friendship. It was one of those people you meet and you instantly feel like you've known forever. And we experienced a lot of ups and downs in a short amount of time. But the big blow up was strange because it was almost like the friendship never happened. It was like, did I make it up? Well, is it imaginary? Like the things that we went through, like, crying on the kitchen floor, eating nuggets out of the trash. Like, did I make that shit up?
Right.
Eating out of the trash.
Yeah.
They were drunk.
We were drunk.
And you found nuggets in the trash?
Yeah, we ate them. What is the problem? We listen and we don't judge.
Right. At 2 a.m. What?
How dare you judge me for
Right.
eating nuggets out the trash? Like, you've never eaten nuggets out the trash.
I don't know.
Listen,
I mean,
we're not gonna judge about what we've done when we're drunk. Okay.
Give me your Siri history.
Yeah,
Let me
oh
check
my-
that out.
Right.
Woo, I'm on good time now.
I have a question about that, right? You said like the one who just disappeared,
Mhm.
who you've known since you're 8. Like, at what point did you at all consider that person might be having some kind of crisis? And did you feel like it was not your place to figure out if that was the case? Because I had an experience with a friend who would disappear every few years when I was younger because she had issues with drugs. And I would just assume this was like, because she wouldn't want me to know. And so I would just assume that was what it was. And years later, when I thought about it as an adult, I was thinking about that. Like, should I have found out what the hell was going on? Because she might have needed me to say, like, she might have needed me to force her to not hide from me, or she might have needed me just to be present, or to just hold her hand, or whatever. I just respected whatever I didn't
She
know
was going
about,
through.
right? But I did think that it was something serious. So I don't mean in the sense like, do you force them out of their crisis if it's like, their personal thing, whatever. I mean, if you think it's like a mental health thing or a health thing or a whatever, do you?
Well, mental health and drugs are very different.
Well, drugs usually come from mental health issues.
Well, some people just do them for fun.
Okay.
So it's
That's
not
not
really
a drug problem,
right,
Amanda.
Hello. Okay, now you just lost me. Right? Don't do drugs, kids.
Right. No.
Well, okay.
Well, okay, so mental health and drugs are very different. But no, never mind. Go ahead.
No.
Forgot again. Don't do drugs.
No, with her, there was, again, this is someone I've known since I was 8 years old. Someone that I felt I could say things to. Like, if you're doing something fucked up, I'm gonna be like, Amanda, like, do you really think that's the best thing for you?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
And but that's the type of relationship I thought we had. And
so why don't you think, well, obviously because you were ghosted, but why didn't you be like, hello?
I think there was a moment of she had to choose between our friendship and a relationship. that
Really?
I didn't necessarily agree with because I think that she deserves better. And I told her. And I think that that led to that.
But you didn't get that confirmed.
I didn't get that confirmed.
But
So
that would
that's
make
always,
sense though, because if it's a significant
or it could
other,
also be that she just didn't fucking like me as a person anymore. And that's fine. But I never gonna know.
How much
Mm.
of like relationship breakups, I mean friendship breakups, result in like so many assumptions? Like there are things that we're saying, there's so much of what we're saying that's like assumptions that you never,
Right.
and it could be something completely different, and you have no idea.
And that doesn't typically happen with romantic relationships because there's usually a reason why you break up with a
Right,
person. They
right,
cheated on
It's
you
they're an
or they
asshole,
didn't,
that's
yeah, they
why.
didn't treat you well, whatever.
right,
You have a reason.
right,
Some friendship breakups don't
right.
come with that closure. But
Maybe I just never had that many friends, huh? Right?
I,
Like,
I
I
think
can
you have a
think
lot
that-
of acquaintances.
I do think I have a lot of acquaintances, and I've had pretty much the same, group of friends now for like 10, 12 years. So
Yeah.
and then I was married and I did the
now
wife
let's talk
stuff.
about the aftermath.
Those are friends you lose too when you finish relationships. That's a whole other
Oh, when
Yes.
the divorce,
breakup.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah,
He
'cause
keeps
they
some,
feel
you
like
keep
they have
some.
to choose sides.
But
Mhm.
yeah, but
Yeah.
there, so my ex, there was a couple that he liked the guy more than I liked her. You can have them. Good luck, right? Like I'm fine
There
with
you
that,
are.
right? I'm
you
fine.
get the friends in the divorce.
Right, that you like, and I'm getting mine, right? Like, but
And that's-
because you become one a lot.
That's an important part of any type of breakup, but like friendship breakups, it's the aftermath.
Yeah.
Like
The
when
splitting of the things.
Yeah, the splitting of the
where do you go?
things.
Where do you not go?
And-
Because if you had friends in common,
right.
who gets the friends?
Right,
Well,
right. And it's like now the friends are kind of like, okay, I can't talk to her about this friend because they're not friends anymore. And it becomes
why?
awkward.
I'll still talk. Like,
But some people find it awkward.
Be like,
and
yeah,
then it's almost
Natalie's
like,
doing great.
do you still talk to her?
She started her
And
own
it's like,
podcast.
no.
She's fucking amazing.
That's hilarious.
But it's also the other parts of the aftermath. It's like now it's hard for me to open up to someone else the way that I did with these two people.
Oh yeah.
Because now these two people are walking around knowing my deepest, darkest fucking secrets and have seen me at my lowest, and I don't know them anymore. And how can I share parts of me with other people when I did that? And it broke me. So it's that part of the aftermath
like
as well.
trusting
Same thing with
again.
romantic relationships.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very similar like
absolutely.
that. Trusting again, learning again.
But even
Starting
when you
over.
do trust again, like I feel like as you age, you're never that like innocent
Vulnerable.
version of
Oh,
yourself that
yeah.
you were in the beginning. So each like difficult breakup results in like another layer of protection, to the point where I think that's why it gets harder to make friends as you get older. It's not so much, it's also that you're not in the same social situations that make it easier, but also because you're more weary. Like, not more wary. You are not the same version of yourself. It's not even like a protective thing. You are literally not the same version of yourself, and you could not be if you wanted to. You are a different thing. Like, again, I think that's why from the last episode, when you run into somebody from your childhood, you pick up like you never left off, because you get to kind of slip into that person for a little bit and pretend like you're still
Young. and happy.
yeah, and it's all easy, even though that's just not sustainable because it's not who you are anymore.
Right. So I guess in the difference, I don't stay mad, right? So if I get mad at you and we fight, like I don't expect it to hold a grudge. Like I might get, I'm pretty much over it the next day. Like I'll just talk to you again like it's nothing. Like I can't get that mad or stay that mad. Like I don't see friendships ending over that anymore. Like again, like you just call, you be part of it. I just don't get that. I don't stay mad.
Everybody that's close to me in my life is the way that you are. I don't know if it's a subconscious thing that I have chosen so many people who do not stay mad.
No,
But my relationships with men, they have all been like that. My kids are like that because they inherited it from their father. I think that.
But
I will stay mad.
Yes.
And it has pissed me off when people act like nothing happened in the past. I'm a different version of myself today. But it has pissed me off. But at the same time, I appreciate it.
Because
Like, I appreciate it. My kids
it's
don't
fine that I
ever
showed up 45 minutes late. No, I can't say that, right?
no. I mean, like, in people in my life, like, if things go wrong, they're like, oh,
Whatever.
it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
Well, and
because if we were both mad, oh man.
well, yeah, I think I have to be forgiving, because if I do get mad, I have tended to go for war, right? Like, I am the worst person to fight with, because I am very, very mean. Like, don't hold back anything. Like, I'm gonna talk about your mom. Like, it's that
You
bad.
get it all out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like I have to like win the fight. I don't know. I'll just do it. But I have learned to try not to do that, because not everybody is as forgiving as me. Like, if I called, your mom a whore, some people really get affected by it. Whereas, like, I'd be like, fuck you.
Some people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Some
but,
people
like,
may find that a little offensive.
yeah,
Right,
but like,
right.
if you call my mom a whore, like, you're just having a moment. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? It's not, I don't hold intentionally like that. That's you all the time. No,
Yeah.
you're just pissed off, something bad, like whatever, or get over it, because I think I need that forgiveness.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But with that, again, with friendships where people know like all the things about you, if you know that something is sensitive to me and you say that
Mhm.
when you're in the heat of being mad at me, the next time I'm talking to you, I'm
I'm
going
not
to
gonna-
censor how I talk to
Uh-huh.
you, because you're never going to be able to use something like that against me again, because those are my soft parts. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to poke me in my soft parts. Fuck
Uh,
you. Like,
no,
no.
yeah, that's me.
And so I've had the more when I was younger, had situations where people were like that. And I let those friendships go, and I was fine with them leaving, because I'm not ever going to say to you
Your mom's a
something
whore.
I can't take back. Like, I'm just because I love you. Even when I'm mad at you, I
Yeah.
still love you. I don't want to hurt you.
Ooh, that's not me. I want you to, in
No,
that
I
moment,
tend
feel as mad
to
as I
shut
am.
down because of that reason.
So
I
that's
tend to,
my
because I
goal.
know what I'm capable of.
Mm.
I shut down.
Mm-mm.
And it can be a good thing and a bad thing,
No,
because then I don't
it's a
go
bad thing. I wish I could
well,
shut down. Well, I'm trying.
yes, because I don't want to say something I can't take back.
And
And
it
I
does
can
affect
be
people
very,
differently.
very, 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 very mean in my head.
Right.
And I know that some things can't be unsaid.
Right.
But at the same time, I also hold too much in, almost like walking on eggshells with my own
Mm.
feelings.
Mhm.
So I wanted to segue that into sharing one thing that you have learned from these friendship breakups, whether they've drifted or big blow ups, and what you've carried into friendships now. Like, for myself, choosing who I consider friends now has to come with my ability to not walk on eggshells, to
Yeah, be
not feel
yourself.
like I can't share things that may seem too much, or fear of being judged, or fear of saying something that might upset you, and now you're not going to talk to me and give me the cold shoulder because I grew up with that in my household.
Mm.
I don't want that. I don't want friendships where I feel like I have to hold parts of myself back. And that came from the big blow up friendship, where it was, now looking back at it, I thought it was a real friendship, but it was a very surface relationship, because the moment that I started to express myself in a way that that person didn't like, I became a problem,
Mhm.
Mhm.
because I wasn't the good time friend. I wasn't a fair weather friend. I was, no, you're fucking up, and whatever it is, whatever the case may be. I don't want to feel like that with my friends.
Mm-mm.
I want to show up and have a bad day and not be
Right,
the,
yes, because we all have them. As we've gotten older, I've learned that there are so many flaws that we have, and that we have, and we're hormonal. Oh my God, as women, we have so many hormones and so many things that we're accountable for. Like, if I lose my shit, or if I bitch about the kids, and it's such a different standard in being a stepmom and then a mom, right? Like, my kids, I can be like, fuck them kids, like, they're being so goddamn annoying today. But the moment I say that about my stepkids, it's like a very big difference, right? Like,
Right.
I can't say fuck them kids. Like, I got to be like, oh my God, like, walk on eggshells around them, which has been a biggest problem in my house, that I cannot be myself around certain people that I have. And to me, like, if I'm one way with my kids, I should be the way with everybody, right? But
Yeah.
there's such a a
But
diff
there's an assumption that even when you're saying fuck them kids, that you love those kids when they're
when they're
yours.
when they're
But
not
there's the assumption that when they're not
not
yours and you
yours, you
say
say
fuck
fuck
them
them.
kids, that you don't care about those kids.
Oh my
Yes.
god, you don't
Yeah.
love
Yes.
them?
Yes.
No, they're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like they're
Yeah.
like any other teenager, they're
Yeah.
freaking assholes, whether
Yeah.
they're mine or not. Like,
Yeah.
okay, of course mine, you know, like, your kids are always the best, right? But I
Right.
know my kids are being assholes, right?
Yeah. Right.
So walking on eggshells is like the hardest thing. And
Yeah.
even our relationship with my stepkids, because I can't be me, has really like separated us, right? And I think that goes with all the dynamics. If I can't be myself around a friend, I don't want to be near you, right? Like I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be looked at. Like this is my life. Like
Right.
again, I'm 40. Like, you know, we're in our 40s. This is the only time I'm gonna be this young, right? Like
Yeah.
I still have my own life, my own person.
And you're good at that. There are a lot of people who present as different versions of themselves depending
Yeah,
on who
no,
the group is, and that's normal, right? Like you're your work self, your party self,
yeah,
you're quite,
no,
and you're Amanda.
no,
Like,
right? There's
Amanda's
no,
Amanda
yeah,
across the board, and I think that there's a bit of freedom in that.
to be
Um,
myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. I can't lie. Like I hate lying, like and pretending, and then having to keep up with it. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
So
I would say what I've learned is almost the opposite of what you're talking about, because I have tended to be a very, very forthright person my whole life. That's probably the main thing that has not changed throughout my growing as a person. And so the people who have been attracted to me or who have stayed in my life are not only comfortable with that, but they prefer
Expected.
it. Right.
Yeah.
They like that I am the person who tells them whatever. That's why I'm around.
oh, you're
Um
the best therapist, and that's why you are so neutral. Like you literally, even though I know you love me, like you're gonna tell me the truth,
Yeah.
right? You're not gonna be like, Amanda, like you know, no, like it's very.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad about it, but I am going to tell you what my thoughts are if you're talking to me about
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
That's my expectation, or my assumption is that your expectation is when you talk to me about something, you want to know what my thoughts are on it, because
yeah,
that's
like
just
the truth.
the dynamic of my
Yes.
relationships. But that's why I say I need to do the opposite, or that I want to. What I've learned is that I want to do a bit of the opposite, in the sense of I also want the people in my life who are in a friendship with me to know how much I love them. Like
Oh,
how
yeah.
how many soft things I have for them, like how important they are to me,
Mhm.
so that if there is ever a situation where things get uncomfortable, like I want you to know this isn't a throwaway situation for
Oh
me. Because
no,
sometimes
yeah.
I feel like people make decisions based off of that. Like it's not, oh, they're not really gonna care if I stop talking to them or whatever. And it's like, no, but I will care so much.
Yes,
And I want you
correct.
to know I care so much. And there's not gonna be a million people in your life who are gonna care about you as much
Mhm.
as I do. And I want you to just think about that. And again, if you still have to make a decision that's different for you, I love that for you. If it means me not being here, I want all the things that you want for you. But know that I would really like to be here. I really care about
Yeah.
you. And so I want to get better at that.
Okay.
I think you're good at that. But again, like our last episode, that's why I always want, when we hang up the phone, I love you. Like I tell all
Mhm.
my friends that I love them every time I hang up the phone.
I started doing that because of you. I
Yes.
never did that.
I'm an I love you whore for sure.
I love you. I tell you every time
I
I
did
love
with my
you.
kids and my
Oh,
my
I tell my kids a
relationship.
million times a day I love them.
Yeah.
I text them I love you, I love you, I love you. I just want them to, I want people to know, because I feel like I do have my flaws, that like I'm gonna fuck up and you need to forgive me. Like I do love you.
It would be so funny because I would be at work and people would show that I was talking to her. And I'd be like,
Yes.
okay, love you too. And I could feel like people looking at me like, what?
Right? No,
You have a problem?
no. I've gotten looked at, but I'm so religious with it. I want anytime, if you're my core best friends, like I love you. Like I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you. I want you to feel it, because when I do fuck up, come and forgive me. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's inevitable. Like we're all gonna make.
I love
mistakes.
you.
I love
I know. I love you. I
It's
love
funny
you.
because like I'm the I love you friend,
Oh.
and I have friends who are not I love you
No,
friends.
right.
And at first it's like super awkward because it's like I love you, and they're like bye, and now they're all like I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everybody wants to be loved. We all just want to be
Yeah.
loved. And I feel like if I can fill your little love tank up a little bit by telling you you're so loved, I want you to
What
feel it.
would you
love
want
it.
your friend legacy to be? Like when someone talks about you as a friend, how would you want them to describe you?
Their favorite.
Their only.
Yeah, their
Yes.
best friend
Yes.
ever. Yeah, because I'm a very, very jealous person, which I'm trying to grow out of. Like I literally said something so ridiculous the other day, and I'm like, wow, I'm still immature at 41. Like, am I ever gonna grow up? Like, what the? So, I forget where I was going, but
How would you want to be remembered as a friend? Like the
the
only,
favorite,
the one,
yeah,
the
favorite.
favorite.
that
Okay.
like I wouldn't mind being Michael's because I'm his third wife, right? But like I want to be the Taj Mahal. Like I'm the favorite, right? Like
You're the favorite
like
wife.
I'm the favorite wife. Like I'm obviously the one that gets all the time, all the first. Like you know what I mean?
I
That's
like
me.
it. I like it.
Build me a Taj Mahal.
I want to be remembered as a friend that is
Oh, you're gonna say something sentimental, and I'm being arrogant.
no. I want to be remembered as the friend who is the exact same person in front of you that I am about you in the world. Like so many times, I feel like somebody hasn't presented as like the same version with their friend as they like are when they're talking about them. And I don't want if I am not in this world tomorrow, I don't ever want somebody that I love to like find out that
Fake bitch.
right that I was like I didn't even like her like that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Even that girl.
Right. Like if I complain about you, because I complain about everybody, I'm complaining to you about you as well. Like you already know the things that I'm complaining to you about. It's like when you got here and I was like, yeah, Edgar said that you were gonna be drunk last night, and then
She was.
she was, and we're laughing about it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
No one showed up on time, by the way, and I'm usually the first one here.
No,
okay,
we
so
all went-
nobody
we all
actually
went
did
out
a
last
photo
night.
shoot. Okay,
We all went out last
we
night.
can blame it on Amanda for getting drunk, which is always gonna be the excuse.
Right.
No
right.
kids, by the way, weekend. So this is my
Oh, we know what you doing last
Yeah.
night.
Right.
oh, my,
Oh, every other weekend. Yes, yes.
I wish.
Hilarious. So what do you want people to feel?
I hope that they say that I was their safe space.
Oh,
Like no matter what, you can come to me about anything and everything, and I may be like crazy bitch, but I'm going to love you regardless.
Right.
don't
Like,
tell me they're
there's-
crazy. That
yeah,
makes
but-
me love you more.
Like there's nothing that you can do to make me not love you.
Right.
You know, like you can be whoever, you can have a bad day, you
Right.
can be
Mhm.
a bitch, you can
Right.
be, hormonal, you can
Mhm.
cry, you can
Right.
whatever. You want to go put sugar in somebody's gas tank, been there, done that, let's do it. But that's what I want. I want someone, and no matter how much time has gone by, like I'm still here. And if you still need me, I'm still going to be there. I will say I'm not consistent because I'm not the one that's going to call you every day. I'm not the one that's going to text you every day, but I am reliable. So I hope that that's a close second. Like she was always where she says she was going to
Wait,
be when
what's the
she said
song?
she was going to be.
One call away, and I'm not always on time. I'm always on time. Right?
Okay, Ja Rule.
That's what it is, right? Yeah, so you're right. Always on
I'm
time.
thinking that she's
Cue
singing some-
Ja Rule in the background.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking she's singing some like Golden Girls theme, and
No,
she's like,
Ja Rule.
she's like,
I'm listening to
murder.
trap- I'm listening to trap music on the way here. I just happen to look like this. Don't get me wrong, right? So baby.
With her tennis skirt.
My matcha.
I think that what you just said is, I don't want to say it's only possible in female relationships, but I have experienced it only in female relationships because I feel like the world is so judgmental or towards young girls, women, through all phases of your life. Like the world, we're in a patriarchy, and there's so much of like a gaze, like you're always being on show as a
Mhm.
woman. And so I feel like the place where I have gotten like zero response, shock of anything I've done or said throughout my whole life has only been with women. And I think that that's part of why it hurts so much when you lose people, because it's not so much that they have your secrets. It's more that when you were sharing those things with them, there was no judgment. They were like, you're like, yeah, I filled somebody's gas tank with whatever. And they're like, girl, I did whatever.
I
And
Was
ate
it
your
brown
house.
sugar?
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Next time. Right. And so there's
Next time, put it on their car and let it melt.
oh, even better. There's a seeing of each
Girl.
other
If I ever see sugar, I know where it's coming from now. And anyone listening is now going to know.
Right. No.
I never
Allegedly.
did it. I never did that. Never.
Allegedly. But yeah, I mean, like, especially when you're very young, like, you do all kinds of embarrassing shit. You put up with so much demeaning shit. You're so like awkward and unsure of yourself, and the things that you allow to happen to you, the things that happen to you can be so painful, and you have other women, young girls who are going through the same thing, and so you talk to each other so openly, and that gets lost when you lose those people, and there are less people to do that with.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you're just very open about everything.
I know, that's what I mean. I think, right?
You're different. Most people are not like that.
Oh, I'm so open.
Right.
Tell me the crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what? You grew up where? Your mom did what? Like, tell me more.
But like,
I love that.
But when you're like 16, 17, like, there's so much shame behind what you're feeling, doing.
I lived a shameless life, girl.
But you told everybody.
Yeah, I don't care.
At 17.
I think, especially, at 17, I mean,
I believe that from
17, I was a good girl. Like, I was working 50 hours a week. I, worked at the salon, like, but even during the time, like, I don't care. Like, I guess because I'm always so open that I don't care. Like, honestly, if you hate me, like, I get it. I would hate me too, like, I literally would hate me too. Like,
God, so funny.
But the people that love me for all that, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing that would hate, if you don't like me, you would hate me, but the people love me, that they really love me for the way I am.
Yep.
But you can.
So is it a crisis when you lose a friendship?
I think it's so profoundly sad, but it's also okay.
It is sad, but right. It's okay, because if I had still been with the people then, would we be together right now? Like, you know what I mean? When we all met, it wasn't kind of like that, to be honest. Right. So, like, look, now we're all together. And obviously the people we thought aren't, but we have a great thing going.
Yeah. So I guess we can agree that it's okay to acknowledge it as a real loss and mourn it like you would a romantic relationship.
Or just move the fuck on.
But you can mourn and then move the fuck on.
Yeah. You got 5 minutes to be crying. Yeah. Then get it. Let's go.
Right. 5 minutes are up.
Right. You got to be a gangster again. Let's go. Like, get your shit together.
Wow. I think that there's less of that happening today because we know certain things about ourselves. So I think that it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to look the same today.
Right.
I think today we're going to make different decisions leading up to a perhaps breakup that will make us feel more okay with whatever happens after.
Right.
Like, I don't think it will be a dramatic crisis today.
Okay. All right.
No, that's the whole philosophy. It's never really, it's tomorrow. It's not the crisis, right? And today we're feel it, and then let go.
I mean, again, time's going to do that regardless.
I know, right? Unfortunately. So go with it.
I don't think it's that easy, Amanda.
It is.
And that's today's episode.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I know. Yay.
Come back for the next one. Amanda, what's the next episode? It's yours.
Well, to be determined. I have no idea. Right. No, I have no idea.
I can see the panic behind your eyes right now.
No, I'll fake it till I make it, baby.
I guess you'll just have to tune in to find out.
Right.
All right.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I love you.